What is going on, my Lombard warriors? Yes, it is I, LombardKing, coming at you with another Borderlands video. Today we're going to be hopefully doing a bunch of main story missions, maybe getting some grenades, maybe getting to beat Nine Toes, the first main boss. Should be fun. Let's do this, and let's go. Just found myself a shotgun, a nice little pistol. The pistol's not as good as the one I have currently, so I'm just gonna sell that and make as much money as I can, because as I said in the last video, I'm obsessed with money in this game. Legendary weapons, whenever they show up, which is a very rare chance, they usually sell for a very big amount of money, so I try to have as much money on me as I can at all times. But luckily, every once in a while you'll find a very decent weapon, like this shotgun should do good, maybe blow some people's faces off, maybe some skags, who knows. Well, we're probably going to go sell some weapons right now, maybe get a new shield, who knows. Maybe find one that has actual passive health regeneration, which I always see that in enjoy. Turn in the story mission, let's get some cash, a little bit of experience points for leveling up. I won't sell any guns right now, I got plenty of space left, so I'll just go meet TK Baja, which is one of my favorite characters actually from Borderlands 1. He's always a riot to go and meet. He's hilarious. You gotta love him. The best part about this Borderlands game is it's Borderlands 1 Remastered, GOTY, whatever they want to call it, is you actually have a mini-map in this, which I can spot the enemies that were there. I just turned around because I always like to fight every enemy that I find so I can get a little bit of experience points, maybe they drop me weapons, some money. You never know what they're going to do, so it's always a nice experience to just go and fight them. See, look, that guy dropped 12 bucks. The other guy's going to drop a little bit of cash, 70 experience, get some level up so I can use my action skill. But in the original game, Borderlands 1, you just had that little compass bar that you see at the bottom of it, which I'll probably end up showing you later on in the video, that it's pretty busted. It doesn't work very well, so the minimap is definitely a nice new feature that really improves gameplay. So it's a nice little quality of life improvement. Well, now it's time to meet one of my favorite characters, TK Baja. The most hilarious part about this character is what he's about to say to you.
One more step and it'll be your last. You should have seen the look on your face.
See, look, that was hilarious because he's actually blind, so making little jokes at his blindness. So right now in this mission we have to go recover some of his stolen food that the skags took from him. So it's not that hard of a mission. At the end of the mission, which is just, literally, it's just going to take me a few minutes to complete, there's a higher level skag at the end of it, which is a little bit more difficult to beat, but that's not too bad at all, because these pup skags are really easy to beat. But I think one thing that I've never really liked about this quest was the fact that the stolen food is on the ground and obviously had to get drug away from the stash by the skags. So do you know how unsanitary and disgusting that is? It's been like in a skag's mouth, drug across the ground. I mean, it's pretty disgusting. And right there, that's a refuge pile. Like, that's where they go and take dumps. Like, use the washroom right in those piles, and every time it's right beside it, which makes me... I've always thought when I did this mission that you're recovering stolen food, but it's been through the digestion tract, whatever you want to call it. I have trouble pronouncing because I'm French, frick that, whatever. So, it's a pretty disgusting thought. And here we go, that's the last piece of stolen food. Let's go turn the mission in and get our reward. I'm just gonna speed this up a little bit. The walk back can be a little bit annoying. So after we turn in this mission, we'll get a mission from Marcus to go buy some grenades from his shop back in Firestone. We'll go get that right quick, maybe find some grenade mods later on, who knows. It's definitely... Grenade mods are really good. They increase the damage of your grenades by a significant amount depending on which kind of grenade mod you have. Sorry about that. They also can have different effects, like you can have sticky mines, or ones that explode on impact, or ones that explode and bring on what they call children grenades, which is like smaller grenades that do a lot of damage, just not quite as much as the regular grenade does. Which is always nice to have a bunch of extra grenades just popping out and doing a little bit of extra damage. That can be seriously good for crowd control. And here we go, re-entering Firestone, which always brings back feelings of nostalgia, as this was one of my favorite games from a long time ago. I've always really enjoyed the game. Here we go, buying some grenades for the mission, of course. They're a little bit expensive, but with all the weapons that I've collected, I can sell some to make a little bit of money. I'm going to keep that sniper, as later on you can have up to 4 weapons. But that's probably not going to be happening for quite a while, being able to hold and use 4 different weapons. Pretty soon I'm going to be able to hold and use 3 after I'm done killing 9 toes and getting the catch-a-ride system back up and running, but that's for a later video. So right now we're finally going to turn this mission into TK Baja, who's going to send us to go kill 9 toes. 9 toes in and of himself is not a powerful enemy, but I find that the 2 skags that he has along with him, his 2 little pets, they are really the tricky part. They do a lot of damage, have high hit points. They're just very annoying to deal with, and always have been every playthrough I've played. I always kill 9 toes right off the bat. He's not much of a challenge at all. But killing those 2, occasionally I've actually died to them and just left them, because you don't need to kill them. But I mean, like, it's not fun, that specific part of the fight at all. But we'll see how it goes. Also, a lot of the times when you see me opening loot chests or opening those piles of garbage or whatever and killing all these enemies, it's for experience, yes. For money, of course, but at the same time, this game isn't like Borderlands 2, the pre-sequel, and 3, where they have designated loot drops for legendaries. For the most part, they have a few in this game, but a lot of the times, it's just random enemies randomly drop a legendary weapon. You can get a legendary at literally any time from almost any enemy, and of course also opening loot containers and all that stuff also helps out with challenges, which gives you experience points, plus you're gaining money and ammo, which the more ammo you get from the world, you don't have to pay for through the vending machines, which is always nice because, you know, I gotta hoard up that cash, of course. Let's go check the vending machine to see if there's a shield that actually has passive health regen. And there is, sweet, and it's currently also better than what I currently have with recharge rate and capacity, so that's awesome. Plus it's actually going to give me some passive healing effects. Plus I also got a grenade mod to help out with grenade damage, which is amazing. Oops, don't know what I got stuck on there, but whatever. I always find that the way to get to 9 toes is always pretty fun. Plus I got up to level 5, which means I can finally use my action skill, which for every character, which the 4 different characters, is different. For mine, I have Bloodwing, which is my pet bird that I throw out, and she goes and attacks an enemy, sometimes drops some good weapons, and she does a lot of damage, which is always nice. I've always preferred Mordecai, who's a sniper. I always prefer that kind of playstyle, but she's also my favorite action skill as well, Bloodwing. Roland has a thing where he throws out a turret, which, I mean, like, whatever. Lilith goes into what she calls phase walk, where depending on where you go in the action skill trees could behave in completely different manners. Brick is my favorite, well, my second favorite, I should say, where he brings out his fists and you just start punching things, because, I mean, why the heck not, of course. The weapon you see me using right now is actually part of the story mission where I go into C9 Toes to go kill him. It's called the Ladyfinger, which is actually a really decent weapon, especially early on, so I enjoy using that. Especially since it has a scope, you can zoom straight in and just easily shoot enemies from afar. I always check the vending machines, sell some stuff that I don't need, of course. You see I, of course, kept the better sniper. But you've also got to watch out for how long it takes to shoot, like the fire rate, which is a tricky thing as well. I find more fire rate, you know, that more damage per second is way better than the raw damage right off the bat. Like, it's usually quite a bit better. If you're facing one enemy, sure, the one damage, you know, doing a little bit of damage will really help out, but for the most part, I find doing more damage over a shorter period of time with basically spraying them is always, of course, the best way to go. And finally, we get to see Nine Toes. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but basically, yeah, no comment on what that says right now. I like the gun that he drops. It has a nice little fire effect to it. I usually don't use his gun. It's usually pretty decent for selling, of course, but as you can see, Nine Toes goes down quite easily, but his skags are what really puts up a freaking fight, and it's usually quite annoying. Yeah, see, the skag was the one that brought me down. Nine Toes did absolutely nothing there in that fight. Well, almost out of bullets, so I'm gonna switch my weapon right now. As you can see from this weapon, it has a decent capacity for ammo, and it's absolutely melting this skag because of the fire over time effect. She has a pretty decent pistol, so I'm gonna switch that right now. And it didn't take much to take her down because I had her weak earlier, and every aspect of that weapon is better, so I'll pick that up for now, of course. Just gonna loot up the containers around here. Better shotgun. I'm gonna definitely use that, of course. Well, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, and peace for now.